Good day everyone, my name is Rajesh. Today I am going to explain about file system. What is file system? A file system are a core OS component. They organize and retrieve the data with a physical storage. There are three types of file concepts: definition, attributes, and the types. Definitions means the files are stored in the form of named collection. In attributes, the files are stored in name, ID, type, location, size, or user ID. There are three types: regular files, directory files, and special files. Example like a PDF, where the PDF can be stored in a file name or in a bytes. File access methods. There are three types of file access method: sequential access, direct access, indexed sequential access. Sequential access means where the file can be read or write from beginning to end. Example like text, editors, log files. And a direct access where the file can be accessed directly by a number. Example like databases. Indexed sequential access where the user can directly access the files in a direct access or in a sequential access. Example like large database. Directory structure. There are two types of directory: single level directory, two level directory. In a single level directory, the all files are stored in one central directory. In two level, the each files are stored in separate directory. In single level, it is simple to implement, no collision occurs, and a poor scalability, no user isolation. In a two level, the collisions are solved per user, allows user for isolation, no sharing the data between the user. Directory structures in advanced modes. There are three types: tree structure directories, acyclic graphic directories, general graph directories. Tree structure directories. The tree structures directory where the files are stored in a hierarchical organization, like Unix, Windows, where where the users root subdirectories and path names. Acyclic graph directories. It allows to share files through links, which reduces redundancy, improves sharing. General graph directory allows cycles very complex to manage and traverse the data. Disk structure or disk structure and storage. There are three types of structures: physical media, logical organization, and a file storage. In physical media, it uses HDDs, SSDs, and NVMe. HDD means hard disk drive, solid state drive, and non volatile memory drives. Logical organization, where the disks are divided into logical blocks sec- and the block sectors are physical units. Blocks are logical units, where the disks are divided into logical blocks, and that blocks are divided into sectors, which is a physical unit. File storage. Files are fragmented into blocks, where the files are Files are stored in small parts, which is divided into blocks. And a file allocation. There are three types of file allocation: continuous allocation, linked allocation, indexed allocation. Continuous allocation, where the files occupies continuous blocks like a fast sequential access, which, which suffer from external fragmentation. Linked allocation, where the blocks are linked through pointers. There will be no external fragmentation which is a dynamically growth but slow direct access. Indexed allocation. In indexed allocation, the blocks are stores pointers toward data blocks. But in this, there is a fast direct access, no fragmentation, and it has a multi-level for store the large files. File protection mechanism. We can protect the files through three types: access control list, capabilities, and a unique style permission. Access control list, where the user get permission to access the files through and read or write, execute or delete the files. Capabilities. Capabilities, they have tokens for granting specific rights, and they have less common in a general OS used in microkernels, where the user get tokens for a specific or a particular rights to access the file. Unique style permission, where the particular owner or admin of a group can access the file. File system and memory management. There are three types of file system memory management: buffering and caching, memory mapped files, swapping and paging. Buffering and caching, where the files are stored in a RAM, which reduces slow disk input output, where we can read ahead prefetched block, write asynchronous to disk. Memory mapped files, where the files are mapped directly to a visual address space, simplifies file access, allows direct memory operation, where the maps where the files are maps directly to the visual address space, where the user can access directly and perform the operation. Swapping paging, where the file system blocks swapped in out or in out of main memory used by virtual memory process for execution, where the user can access the file system blocks, where it directly swapped in or out to a main memory. Conclusion. In conclusion, the file systems are very complex OS component, where the user organize, store, protect the data, and where the user can view the files, access and allocate and protect the files. In emerging trends, the files can be stored in a distributed file system, object storage, modern file system, and a persistent memory. In distributed file system like HDFS, GlusterFS for a big data and a cloud storage. Object storage means where the files are scalable and cloud native data. Modern file system means ZFS, BTRFS, APFS offers a snapshot, copy on write data integrity. Persistent memory means non-volatile memory, where the file can be fast storage, driving new file system design, where it has a new design to store the files easily. Thank you.